Hi everybody, it's Emily. Topic of today, digestion, related to your body has a voice. Perhaps you recall me saying recently or frequently, you are a physical and energetic being. You are greater than the sum of your physical parts. The physical body that you move around in daily is so incredibly important, and there is more to you. Well, here's another little thing to add on to that piece of knowledge and wisdom, is that everything in your physical body has a physical purpose as well as an energetic purpose. The heart is probably the first thing that we all think about when we're acknowledging this truth, because we know that the heart physically is an organ system in our body that pumps blood throughout the rest of our being, circulating that incredible necessary fluid throughout our entire body, from our toes to our brain. Well, our heart also has that energetic thing that we're all very familiar with. Our heart is exploding with love. Our heart is breaking from sorrow or sadness. Of course, it's not literally exploding physically. It's not literally breaking physically, right? That's that energetic connection. So today, I want to continue that conversation on the energetic connection and physical connection of our body around digestion. And as a nurse and a body worker, I get really excited about talking about digestion because, of course, in the field of Western medicine and as a nurse, I work with digestion all the time. There's so much important information on what is going on from what we put in our mouth to what comes out the other end. And that is so valuable in understanding how the body is functioning. As an intuitive body worker, an energy worker, digestion is so valuable to understand because of that gut involvement in who we are. That solar plexus, that sacral, literally the gut intestines and the digestion of our overall well-being. So today, I want to talk about digestion, energetically and physically. So first, let's start briefly. We know what physical digestion is, right? It's the foods and the beverages that we consume on a daily basis that we ask our body to digest and pull the nutrients and nourishment from, and then release the waste products. That's physical digestion. And hopefully we or you or I are somewhat aware of what nourishment makes us feel good in our body and which one doesn't physically. We know that certain foods will make us feel sluggish and lethargic and tired and not have a lot of active energy to contribute into our daily lives. Other foods will make us feel alive and awake and have more energy or vibrancy to put out into the world and the choices that we make on a daily basis. So we're well aware that physical digestion and the nourishment we give ourselves plays an active role in how our days go physically from day to day. The foods we eat matter. Energetic digestion is actually quite similar. It's the same question. What are you feeding yourself? What nourishment energetically are you giving yourself on a daily basis? And how does this help your overall person in a holistic way? So, for example, are the friendships that you choose in your daily life nourishing to you? How about the media, the movies, the radio, the music that you listen to, the websites that you browse through, the social accounts that you follow? How are they nourishing you? What about the self-talk in your head? The thoughts that you have on a daily basis? Is that nourishing content? So as you start to look at energetic digestion, it's very important to ask yourself, what am I feeling as I feed myself this? So if I scroll through my news feed and I'm reading whatever is on there, after I finish reading it, am I feeling excited and engaged and motivated to go out into the world? Or am I feeling like I need to crawl into a little bit deeper hole? Does it, or shell, right? Does it make me feel anxious? My friendships, do they make me feel anxious or do they make me feel empowered? The thoughts in my head, do they encourage me to go share who I am with the rest of the world? Or are they not very kind up here in my little self-talk, asking me to just stay quieter and quieter and put that mute button on who I am? That's energetic nourishment. That's digestion. What we are feeding ourselves gets digested, affects our gut. We pull the nutrition from it and we hopefully evacuate the waste. energetically as well as physically. So the real question with and hopeful outcome of all energetic digestion is, how is what you are feeding yourself, whether it's through friends or media or self-talk, how is that helping you to be the most vibrant, alive version of yourself? All right, that's energetic digestion in a little small nutshell, okay? So lots of good questions can come from this, but I want to start you off on a trajectory of, okay, now that I'm aware of this energetic digestion, I've heard about it before, Emily, what do I do? How do I engage with this so that I'm not overwhelmed? So the truth is, just like physical foods and nourishment that we give ourselves, we have to start in one way. We start by paying attention, right? That's always. You become the conscious observer. So you don't necessarily have to start by change. You start by paying attention. So physically, if you wanted to change what the foods you're nourishing yourself and how they affect your body, you would pay attention. Oh, this food makes me feel this way. This food makes me feel this way. I really am craving this, but that might be an old habit or pattern because it doesn't actually make me feel good when I eat it. So when you want to shift your physical diet, you start by paying attention. When you want to shift your energetic diet, you start by paying attention. Oh, this is what I'm doing today, and this is how it's making me feel. So you become that conscious, active observer. This is my friendships today. This is how they're making me feel. These are the thoughts in my head. This is the self-talk I give myself regularly. This is how it makes me feel. Now, you're probably going to find things that work great and things you want to change almost immediately. I'm going to challenge you here to just start by paying attention. Don't initiate drastic change immediately. Just start giving yourself credit for where it's working in your nourishment energetically and where it isn't working for you, places you'd like to change. So be that conscious observer. All right, the second thing I'm going to give you is a little clue. So this is number 2 on how we can actively start to be aware and start shifting our energetic nourishment, okay? And this is a fun one where I get to do it all the time, and sometimes people think I'm cuckoo, but I try to do it when I'm not around others too much, though that's not always the case. And that is talking out loud. Okay, so in our physical body, we have to chew our food, right? We chew our food in our mouth with our teeth so that we can break it down so that it goes down to our tummy and it's easier for our stomach to digest and break down further so that it goes into our gut, all right? And then if that food is well broken down in our gut and it's a healthy choice for our body is better able to pull out the nutrients and evacuate the waste. So we have to chew our energetic food as well. And a great way to do this is to talk it out loud, all right? Stick with me here. So let's say you just finished reading something. You can say, literally, it could be on your phone, it could be a social media thing, it could be a book, it could be an article, whatever it is. It could be a billboard as you're driving down the street. And you just say, wow, I just read X, and it made me feel Y, okay? So you start to talk out loud because talking out loud gets it out of our head, allows our body to process it or chew it, hear it cognitively, and then we can start digesting in that sort of gut instinct and energetic areas of our body. So as a friendship, you've probably done this once in a while. You exit a conversation, whether it's with a stranger or somebody close to you, and you're muttering to yourself as you walk away because maybe the conversation didn't go perfectly, or maybe you were like, oh my gosh, that conversation went so well, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and you're like trying to keep your excitement in check. Either way, that talking is processing. It's chewing your energetic nourishment, okay? And so I want you to become an active participant in chewing your energetic food. Talk it out with yourself. The thoughts in your head, this is really helpful here, because if we're having betrayal thoughts in our head, we can say, okay, here we are, you are just beating yourself up about the fact that you didn't do this, this, and this today. But now that I'm saying this out loud, let's just remind ourselves to repeat what we can do, that we did do today. And so you can have this conversation with yourself where it isn't locked up in here. You can chew your food and then it becomes digestible, if that makes sense. Is this always going to work? No. but it's a great practice to start initiating some of that active participation in your nourishment. All right. So again, 1, pay attention. Be that conscious observer in digestion of what am I feeding myself, both physically and energetically. What am I feeding myself and how does it make me feel? You're naturally going to find things that work and things that you want to shift. So 1, pay attention. 2, talk out loud. Chew your nourishment. Wow, I read this article and it made me feel like this. Wow, I had a great conversation with so-and-so and now I feel like this. That will start that cognitive process of how you're feeding yourself energetically and how it can serve you. It's really simple and really exciting. The truth is, this area of our body, energetically, is so vast and so important. And I could talk probably for hours about the different components of digestion and how it affects us, whether it's constipation or diarrhea or gas bubbles or whatever it might be. Everything physical has an energetic purpose. But this is a start. How am I nourishing myself? What does my digestion look like? And start chewing on that food, because you are both a physical and energetic being. Let's serve your holistic self. Thank you for being here. Write me some questions. I am here to support you in this partnership with your body because you are worth it and because it's super exciting and juicy. Okay, talk to you later. Bye-bye.